Alright guys, so with the recent release of the Skullcandy Aviators, it got me thinking about a couple of things. Now, one thing that I noticed a long time ago with the audio community is how easily you can be judged based off what you like. There's just quite a bit of audio snobs out there. And I've said this before, it was actually the Beats headphones that originally got me started down the rabbit hole of looking for the perfect headphones in the first place. And yes, Beats were definitely muddy, but I had never heard music that way. It was like my first pair of headphones. So at the time, I started looking around and I found that I really liked Skullcandy headphones, and something about the design stood out. And the bass was something I hadn't experienced because with the Skull Crushers, which was the pair with the AA batteries, it just shook your head. And then the Aviators came out, and that became one of my favorite headphones. I just immediately fell in love with them. There was nothing else like them from a design standpoint, and they just sounded different. And yes, over time, I've found myself appreciating clarity, bright, clean treble, excellent soundstage and imaging, more controlled bass. So I began to really get into Sennheiser and Beyerdynamic and Meze Audio, and the Philips SHP 9500s amazed me, and that really got me into open back headphones. I just realized there's a bunch of different options out there and a bunch of different possibilities when you mix them with amps and things like that. So now, Skullcandy has released a wireless noise cancelling version of the Aviators, which is what I've been asking for a long time. And this is many years after the original Aviators release. And I have to say, I was definitely stoked by the idea of owning a wireless pair of Aviators. And honestly, outside of a few software issues within the app, I love them. There's really no issue with them. But I made the video pointing out the different software issues, the THX settings and the EQ and how it messed up the volume. And Skullcandy reached out to me, said they fixed them. They fixed them in an update. And honestly, not many companies do this. So with the release of the Aviators and the Method 360 ANCs earlier in the year, I'd say that Skullcandy's kind of made quite the comeback. And it's no secret, I haven't really been a fan of their earbuds up to this point. And honestly, outside of the Crusher series, I haven't really liked a lot of their over-the-ear headphones either. But I'm a bass head, and I've never really made that a secret. And I just like to listen to music every now and then where I can feel that vibration on the side of my face. It's just a whole different experience altogether. And so that brings me to my final point. I've always enjoyed music because it's just fun to listen to. It's fun to listen to a new pair of headphones or just a new song, maybe even listen to an old song but hear it in a new way. Whatever, it's fun. And I think that covering audio products over the years, it's easy to kind of get caught up in the hardware and kind of forget why I started this hobby in the first place. Now, I do cover all kinds of headphones and IEMs and earbuds on the channel, and I like them all for many different reasons or scenarios that I use them in. And I can like a pair like Sennheiser or Focal or Odyssey, Moondrop, and then still at the same time like Skullcandy and Beats. I feel like the Beats Studio Pros are really underrated, especially when you can get them for under $200, because I feel like they've changed their sound so much to have this much cleaner approach instead of being a bass heavy headphone. And I feel like this is just one of those pairs that a lot of people prejudge just because it has that Beats name. And I know people do this because in a lot of my videos, I see where people are leaving comments talking trash about a pair of earbuds or headphones that hasn't even been released yet. So I know they haven't tried them. And I kind of wanted to wrap it up with this. It's honestly fine to just like what you like. Don't like what you like because you think other people like it. If it's the way that you enjoy your music, even if it's just like the cheap earbuds that used to come with your phone, if it's a very expensive headphones because you like to listen and pick apart things, everybody listens to music in their own way. And then at the end of the day, it's just really about listening to music. It's not about having, this pair of headphones to just appeal to other people, because at the end of the day, they don't matter. And honestly, it shouldn't matter. I've kind of realized this as I get older. Stop worrying about what other people think and just do what it is you want to do because you want to do it and not for anybody else. And I can tell you, it's alleviated a lot of stress and a lot of just worrying about things. And audio is one of those communities it's kind of easy to get lost in and to get pushed in the direction of one thing because you don't want to be judged because you like something else. So yeah, this is a video I don't normally do, but the Aviators kind of brought back a lot of things for me, and it just made it fun to listen to music again. So I wanted to talk about the fact that they updated these headphones and fixed all the little issues that I had with the software and within the app. And again, I highly recommend them. I think they're an excellent pair of headphones. But guys, that wraps up this video. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.